What up, YouTube? This is the Two Big Bros. You're hanging out with I Think About It.
And Professor the Toe.
And I came across this video, and check it out.
I'm a biological woman that medically transitioned to appear like a male through synthetic hormones and surgery. I will never be a man. Is it transphobic for me to tell the truth? Why is it that a couple hundred years from now, if you dug up my body, they're gonna go, yep, that was a woman, had babies?
Can you tell me about the procedures that you had?
I've had 7 surgeries. I've had 1 stress heart attack. I've had a helicopter life ride with a pulmonary embolism. I've had 17 rounds of antibiotics. I had 6 inches of hair on the inside of my urethra for 17 months. Nobody would help me, including the doctor that did this to me because I lost my insurance. I get infections every 3 to 4 months. I'm probably not gonna live very long.
Was there any real discussion of the risks and the side effects and...
No, there's not. And I know that people want to think that there is, but there's not. The truth is that medical transition is experimental. We have studies that said that medical transition helps mental health with kids. They've all been retracted, modified, changed. But the only long-term study tells us 7 to 10 years is when transgender people are the most suicidal.
After?
After surgery. But that's transphobic to say. For the first time in history, a marginalized group has a huge dollar sign on the top of their head. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States promoting that.
What?
That's a phalloplasty. That's a bottom surgery. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States telling girls that they can be boys at $70,000 a pop in a surgery that has a 67% complication rate. That will kill me from infection that I can't sue on. We're butchering a generation of children because nobody's willing to talk about anything. I have 3 kids. At the age that they're doing this to kids. I'm not transphobic. I love my kids, and I love other people's kids, and you should too. This is wrong on so many levels.
Can kids consent? Do you think kids are capable of consenting to this?
No, they're not. Being a parent is loving the hell out of your kids and helping them see around corners.
Okay, so in no way am I homophobic. No way am I transphobic. I support all decisions by all races and sexuality of people when you do it with a mature mind, and hopefully you did research and stuff about it. I think you should do whatever you gotta do to be happy. And yes, every decision that everybody makes, there could be consequences. My issue about this video is that they have 5 children's hospitals in the United States that is willing to do a permanent altercation on children. Now, I know that the children need to be signed off by their parent to do the procedure, and I know that they aren't going to do it to 5-year-olds. You know, I'm sure they gotta wait till they're a little older, but still, it's a children's hospital. And he said that it's supposed to what did they say? It's supposed to help their mentality, their mental. I'm just saying, why are you guys allowing? If you're allowing somebody to mutilate their body when they're underage, why don't you let them drink? Why don't you let them drive? Why don't you let them vote? Why don't you let them do all the shit that they gotta be age to do? Why not? Because they're not allowed to do that because they're not they're not mature enough to make a decision. Also, doing that procedure when you transition, it's life altering. Forget all the statistics of what he was talking about. Forget all the side effects and the dangers. It is permanently altering. Why are we giving them the ability when we clearly know even people under the age of 18, over the age of 18 isn't mature. Like, I don't even know how they came up with, oh, at 18 you're considered an adult. I just feel like we should keep it at an age where hopefully they're mature enough. God, you got the rest of your life. Why you gotta do? I'm considered a cis. What are we?
Cis.
Cis people, but I don't understand. Oh, and then even the trans community.
Yes.
When they detransition or whatever, oh, they're against them and they're saying, oh, they weren't transsexual to begin with. Now, I don't know the details. I've never gone through that, and I've always understood my body was a man, and I cannot imagine how to live my life, going through my life believing that I'm something else that I'm not. But, oh, and another thing, he said that he couldn't get help because his insurance was canceled. Excuse me, but my medical doesn't even cover my damn insulin, which keeps me alive, which is a necessity. Necessity to live a normal life. It's not an elective. So what I'm trying to say is, if this procedure's covered under the insurance, because you know what, I've been fat all my life and it hinders me, and I have bad self-esteem and stuff being fat. So can I go to my psychiatrist and tell him that I've been suffering with obesity and it's ruining my mental health? Will my liposuction be covered under my insurance, so I'm not mental anymore?
Not unless you're grossly obese.
I am grossly obese. Every time I look in the mirror, I cry every day. Nah. No, but I'm laughing about it now, but I thought that would be an elective surgery to do.
It is, but then when it comes to certain mental health issues, a sign off by the psychiatrist gets it covered by your insurance.
Well, I think it's ridiculous because, oh my God, look at that, Will. Toes.
Ugh.
That just came out of my nose.
Well, no.
Uh-oh. Did it go in my mouth, dude? Oh, man. Anyway. My main point on this video is I feel that a child should not be given the power and opportunity to possibly make an immature decision that could alter their life forever. Because even like they can detransition, but you know what, all the hormones and shit that they gotta take can mess up their mess up their body.
Correct, but it's not like the child is going and saying, "Hey, let me do this." You have to have the parents sign off on it. Just like
No, that's what I'm saying. Wake up, parents. You should wait.
Yeah,
You should not.
keep talking. I was talking. That's okay. It's like
Dead
the same
air.
thing for
Dead
other
air.
elective surgeries, like boob jobs, nose jobs, facelifts. Those are all things parents have to sign off on.
They shouldn't even be giving them breast implants when they're under. Their body isn't even fully developed yet.
If the parents sign off on it,
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that you should. I'm not against transition operations. I'm saying wake the fuck up, people. Let your just like you know the people who let their kids lift weights when they're young, bro. That's not good. You're stunting your kids' growth in the long run. Children's body is supposed to grow naturally without critical I was gonna say mutations, but alterations to it. Or else it's not gonna grow correct. Anyway, what? Anything else?
so you're talking about kids lifting weights and using the hormones.
No, I'm not saying
And
hormones.
the roids?
No. Dude, I see like 5-6-year-olds that are lift weights that is cut like a bodybuilder. That's gonna stunt their freaking growth.
Yeah, because they're roids.
You know what? All bodybuilders, yeah, are not taking roids. That's a false thinking. Dude, I wanna fucking punch you in your fucking face. Not all bodybuilders, like not all wrestlers, take steroids. And not all people who take steroids have small dicks.
I never said that about small dicks.
If they have small dicks, they probably had small dicks before they started steroids. No,
Okay.
that's a belief that if you take roids, it keeps your dick small. But
I don't know.
anyway, we're not even talking about roids. We're talking about transitioning as a child. I'm negative for it, man.
I'm saying if the parents are authorizing it, it's their parental decision.
That's what I'm saying.
So
How
Well-
are you?
it's like I cannot tell you how to raise your kids. As your kids. If you want to raise them by the self-soothing method, you go right ahead. I forget there was a name for that.
You know what, Will? Toes. I'm not fucking talking about not spanking your fucking child. I'm not talking about raising your child, that they don't need to fucking do chores. I'm not fucking talking about shit that don't fucking is not life fucking altering. It's physically self-mutilating their body by doing these transition stuff. As a fucking parent, yeah, I know what you're trying to say. That we, if that's okay with the parent, I don't even fucking think the parents should have the power to fucking sign off on something like that.
Well,
Do it when you're fucking 18. Do it when you fucking do lots of research. And believe me, I know that the percentage of detransitioning is fucking very low. Okay? But do you want to be that 1%? I don't think these people are doing transition, yeah, like they gonna change clothes. Hey, put on a fucking dress and walk around, okay, for a long time and see if you like it or it gets out of your system. Don't alter your body while you're a kid, because it could be a stage, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Kids go through stages. They don't know. Kids don't know what the fuck they are. My kid thought he was a dinosaur. Am I gonna let him sign off and let him become a fucking lizard man? No. Because it could be a stage. Now, if he wants to dress up like a dinosaur and put on a mask and a costume, go right ahead. It's not self-altering. He can take it off if he don't want. Then when you turn 18, hey, you want to turn into a lizard or a dinosaur? Go right ahead. I think it's irresponsible for a parent to sign off on something so altering. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
I understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, as it stands right now, the law is behind the parent's decision.
Yeah. There's also parents who beat their fucking kids, but is that right?
But the law is not against that decision.
You know what?
I'm not saying
Just
it's
because
not.
it's in the books, yeah, or not in the books, does not make things right or not make things wrong.
I'm not saying that it's not something that should be brought up to the proper authorities and changed. But it has
I
to
don't
be.
even think it needs to be changed. I'm just trying to wake up people and hey, look up the transition and look at some videos. I understand that 99% of transition cases are successful, okay? But what about that 1%? That's all I'm saying. You don't want your kid to end up that 1%. So, I don't even want you guys to comment on what you guys think about this. Tell us if you liked the video. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. We don't care. Just show us that you're supporting us. Until next time.
Bye.